Hey guys, welcome back to the Matrix Man Info, and in this video I want to share with you guys how to pray according to the Bible, same as the Muslim prays. People out there sometimes have war, have different conflicts to say, my faith, my religion is so different than yours. And sometimes even death, sometimes you reach to the point where each one kills each one just to prove that point. But if you should take a little studies into all of the holy books which are available from different, religious backgrounds, then you can see that there are some common thread that holds these religious group together. And this one we're going to look at now is how to pray, like the same way how a Christian prays is pretty much the same way as a Muslim, or how a Muslim prays is pretty much the same format as how a Christian prays. So I got 5 scriptures which I'm going to demonstrate this to show you the same principles. We know that, for example, into a Muslim community, before they enter into the house of prayer, the mosque, they have to remove their shoe. Also, before they do anything else, they have to wash their hands and their feet. And then also, they can stand and pray. They also can kneel and pray. And also, they can prostrate and pray. And we're going to demonstrate the same thing that happens within the Christian community, just because most Christians may not even practicing, or are still practicing these same things, which they are to be practicing as a Christian. So the first one we're going to look at is over in Exodus 3, verse 5. And we go over there and we see where, we can look at the situation here where it says here, Exodus 3, 5, "Do not come any closer," God said. "Take off your sandals, for the place where you're standing is holy ground." Like I said, I pointed this out just now, where for the Muslim, they have to remove their shoe before they get into their mosque. And we move down into Exodus again, where in 40, verse 31, 32. And it says, "Moses and Aaron and his sons used to wash their hands and feet. They washed whenever they entered in the tent of meeting or approached the altar. The Lord has commanded Moses." So you can see in the first line where it says Moses and Aaron and his son used to wash their hands and feet. So I'm not too sure if they're still doing that, but like I say, they highlight that they used to do that. So we don't know if other Christians, they break away from those traditions, So, and we move back over into Mark, and that's Mark 11:25. "And when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive them, so that your Father in heaven may forgive your sins." So like I said earlier, Muslim can stand praying, and we see over here now where a Christian also can stand and pray. And we move over back into Luke, where in Luke 22:41, "He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down and prayed." So we see we can kneel down as much as standing and praying. And that's the same way how it takes place also over there in the Muslim community as well. And the last one is in Matthew 26. And we see where Matthew 26:39, it says, Jesus says here, "Going a little farther, he fell to his face to the ground and prayed, 'My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will.'" So we see where we can prostrate and pray. And the same thing you can see where within the mosque, or when Muslims are praying, they still prostrate within their mosque as well. So we see that all of these religions, the fundamental principles are one and the same. So why are people crying, so hard as if these people are so different? I mean, they're just one and the same. But like I said, a religion as it is, for those who control these mainstream religion, is just like they use it to control the populace. But if you can see the fundamental principle, it's just the same thing. But like I said, we have to, remove that veil from our eyes just to do some more research and dig deep into the research and see that people are just one and the same. The books are just the same. It may be different format, different era, different time, and maybe different agendas. But like I said, you go across any religious, the principle is, I guess, is love, is about, living a decent life, from, loving your neighbors to loving yourself. And, you give back that attention to the Most High, whatever, if it's a Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whoever, I don't know who everyone prays to. But like I said, the principle is still the same, you know what I mean? So these are just some guidelines to show you that while we're warring and trying to be hating on each other, we have to realize that, you know, all of these are just the same thing. I mean, every religion should say love, and I mean, it should say peace. And, you know, I mean, if we are pray, then there has to be some principles. And this is the principle which I just highlight here within the Christian and the Muslim, that they are just the same. So if you feel the same way, you know, leave me a comments in the comment section and we can talk about it some more, you know what I mean? So feel free, you know what I mean? I'm not here to bash any one religion background. I'm just here to point a few differences and say, you know, not negative difference, but we are simply saying that there's no difference. You know, put it bluntly, there's no difference. It's just the way how it's being phrased and how we live in it as if we are so different. But pretty much the fundamental of everything is just going to be one and the same. So leave a comment in the section below and then we can take it from there. So I am the Matrix Man, and like always, think outside of the box. Peace.